I'm Nick Davis, and I'm with my co-host, pro MMA bettor, MagicM. He is tweeting out the link to the show. We are coming off an incredible couple days of MMA, UFC 320 delivered, and I think objectively the best Contender Series card we've ever seen. I know you were stranded in the mountains, Magic, but did you see that?
No, I'm back home.
Oh, did you see Contender Series last night?
Yeah, I got that.
It was fucking unreal.
I mean, midpoint, like the best fight, obviously, like midpoint that fight, I was like, maybe this Russian, it's not so retarded because he's going to get signed no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, if he fights smart, he's just going to run away with the fight, but he got into a brawl. And like
but
8 minutes in, it was clear both were going to get signed, so I guess they were just like, fuck it.
But are you talking about the second to last fight or the last fight with the Russian guy?
No, I mean the good fight.
Yeah,
the fight where both got signed and got a bonus. Like,
guy did roll.
What the fuck was that?
It's so sad. Like $25,000 for like, oh, we're definitely sending
for
you
25 years of your life.
Yeah, it's and then like when on 320 he was like, yeah, Youssef Zalal, he did great, but no bonus. We'll give him something though. It's like, just give him $50,000. Get signed a multi-billion-dollar new contract.
I think he'll probably get like close to that. I think when they do that behind the curtains thing, it's not always probably. I guess it's whatever Dana feels like, but from my information, it's usually like 30, 35. I mean, it wasn't that great. It was an armbar. It was some women's MMA shit. 30 is okay. No, but the fight on Contenders was ridiculous.
One sec.
What's up?
I just need to. No, we're good. We're good. I'm just refreshing my chat. It wasn't moving. Any thoughts on 320? Yuri achieved his destiny.
Yeah, that was like, honestly, when you are betting the fights, I'm a huge fan of the sport and of boxing, and when you are betting it, you don't enjoy it in the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was, I mean, I deeply enjoyed that as a fan. All bets aside, it's one of the few fighters that I will take my time to really watch. If I had no bets, nothing, I will still wake up at 6 or whatever, 6 a.m. here and watch him.
I was just saying that I've actually been doing some other podcasts. I did Casuals MMA podcast, and that was like the exact same thing I said. I was like, I love the sport even without betting, and I don't even think I had. Oh no, I had over 1.5 in that fight, but and I think I tailed you on Yuri inside the distance, but it didn't matter. Like, that was just an incredible moment.
Yeah, I had 2-3, which came down to plus 250. It was nice. But...
And I kind of felt the same way about Pereira, even though I lost a couple parlays on Magomedov. Like, I thought that was a great fucking moment. Everybody's kind of counting him out and rose to the occasion. I don't
think he looked great. I mean, he won in like 40 seconds, but
yeah, he just went for it.
The whole thing was very strange. Like, he punched the fence, bro. Like at the beginning, he did punch the fence, and then he just, like, even the punch that got Ankalaev, it wasn't that great. He just punched it where he was going to be and caught him like so clean. You know what I mean? But he was like slow. Just landed 3 leg kicks, and I don't know. You cannot take anything away from the guy. I tweeted it, and people were coming at me like, he did what he had to do.
Yeah,
he couldn't afford to get paced again, get cage push. What we were talking here, basically. He went for it. He won. Good for him. It's a fight. I mean, that's why we fight the fights. Great win.
I think like Corey could have took a page out of that book and just like really went for it early, because the longer that goes, it's just kind of.
I think Corey fought a great fight. He just happened to get caught.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't. The price was wrong. Like, yeah. It was a clear case of, if you think the price was warranted here, you're wrong. Like, I know I'm right here. Like, no way Corey is plus 200, like north of plus 200 in that fight.
Yeah, and plus 300 was crazy.
I don't care about the cards. He won round 1 and round 4 quite clearly, and he basically got knocked out in round 2, which is not a very repeatable outcome if they fight again. You know what I mean? Like, were people picking Merab by brutal knockout? Probably not. I don't think so. And he still did great. Like, if that big moment doesn't happen for Merab, I don't know. I think it's a close fight. He won, and it's a fight. He got him. Congratulations again. I'm just talking about implied probability or whatever you want to call it. But I guess that for a lot of people to look at it in that way is difficult, but yeah, that line was extremely wide. It was a close fight.
I totally agree. But great fights all around. How'd you end up in track bets?
I didn't even check, but track bets have to be like all even. You can check it. I'll check it.
Yeah, I was like -3, and it just ended on with like 20 units wagered, and I had a 3-unit parlay that ended with Ankalaev.
Oh, come on. -0.15.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I figured it was about even.
It's crazy to me how much difference if I got plus 0.15 tracked units to negative how I feel about the card. I just
people are like, yeah, another winning tracked event, and it's one bet on LFA. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if you lose half a unit in 4 events and then win 26 in 1 or whatever. But
yeah,
you know how this works.
Yeah, but I am guilty of playing the game and just loving the bet MMA when really what all should matter is your bank account, and it's never exactly reflective of what I'm betting. But let's go to UFC Rio. First fight of the night. We're going to go in reverse Tapology order. We've got 2 fighters coming off a loss. The 18-6 Saimon Oliveira versus the 12-3 Luan Lacerda. Oliveira is actually coming off a 3-fight losing streak. Yet this fight is still 10,000 times better way to start the card than Veronica Hardy versus Brogan Walker. What do you think for this first fight?
Veronica Hardy should be in prison for that. When she got her back taken, I was like, it's impossible to fuck this up. Like, are you really going to lose this? But yeah, nothing happened. But Brogan Walker had a chance. Yeah, this is a good fight. I thought Oliveira was going to be cut at this point. He's a classic Thai kickboxer. He's powerful, but he doesn't have great defense, bad chin, not a good grappler. He has a crazy guillotine, but he's not a good grappler. Lacerda is like -250 territory, and I think it's more or less guaranteed that the price is about right. Like, he's probably going to get takedowns here, get grappling going, and go from there.
If it doesn't...
The under is 1.5, which I think it's shaded to the over. I mean, makes sense to me. Lacerda is going to come out and try to get takedowns. He's a good grappler. He's been out for a while now. He got knocked out by Blackshear in a grappling fight. But Blackshear is a serious grappler. I mean, this is not Blackshear. I think he's going to have his way here, find takedowns, and just win the fight.
And I even think he's like slightly better. I think the gap is bigger on the ground, but on the feet, I think he has advantage too. And knockout for Lacerda is +650, and he was throwing pretty hard against Cody Stamann, and Cody Stamann just doesn't have a neck and really gets knocked out. I'm kind of interested in that, and you mentioned the over 1.5. It's -140, and I also think that is a good look, to be honest. I love betting over 1.5s. You think it's going to end fast? You think it's going to end fast?
Yeah, I don't know, but I expect Oliveira to be in a bad position early.
Yeah, I had 3 over 1.5s in went 3 for 3 and over 1.5s on 320. I usually like doing it when it's like bigger guys and they're just inactive. But
I think the GD one was a good look, even though it was like -150 or something like that, over 1.5. Because I figured for that fight, it was going to take some time to take Khalil out for GD, and GD is a durable guy, even though he gets hit very clean. What surprised me most about that fight was the commentary. I thought it was wild, but I completely disagreed with everything they were saying. But Daniel Cormier, I don't know. Maybe it's because he was commenting on a brother, but every time there is a black fighter fighting, he's pretending it's Sugar Ray Leonard. Bro, I mean, it's like Khalil is just barely winning, and round 2 was close. I thought Jiri needed a finish in round 3, but they were acting like Khalil was putting on a clinic, and it was very apparent that Jiri was going to be on his ass round 3. He was timing, feinting, and starting to find the distance. Like, bro, you were the light heavyweight champion of the world. You have to be able to see this. You are like 2 feet from the cage, bro. Like,
I live bet Yuri after round 1, really at like +200, just based off Khalil. Like,
that's insane.
I know it might have been like +170, but he was big dog, and Khalil after round 1 was just had his hands on the cage. He looked like round 3 against Pereira, and I felt really good about that one. All right, so we're moving on. Yeah.
when someone is in your face, even though you are not getting, even if you are not getting hit, when someone is in your face, walking you down and fainting, that fucking tires you.
And you're like panic.
Like getting with a good boxer and try it. Just cover or try to escape.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Julia Polastri versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz. What do you think here?
I think there was a point in Kowalkiewicz's career where I thought she was done, like done, after the Shan Yaonan fight, which was in 2023, I think, if I remember correctly. She got beat the shit out of her. Like she beat the living shit out of Karolina. That was crazy. I thought they should have pulled her from that fight live, honestly.
I remember thinking the same thing.
She went on a kind of a run because she fought bad opposition and got a couple upsets here and there. I mean, she got armbarred by Jessica Penne and then went on a run. But I think this is it. Like, okay, great job, Karolina. You had another kind of run, but this is a bad fight stylistically for her. Like, she's badly outgunned on the feet power-wise, and I think Polastri can overpower her basically everywhere. The clinch is not going to look pretty. Yeah, I think she's going to get beat up here, especially in Brazil. Everybody's chanting like "Tu vai morrer." And this Polastri girl, she looks fucking angry about something. I don't know what. Maybe she didn't have a father or something. She's fucking angry all the time. She wants to kill people. This is not going to end well.
Is there any grappling upside for Karolina?
I think Polastri is going to be the one getting takedowns.
It has, like, Karolina she's technically so solid, but anytime she seems tiny for 115, and anytime she faces an athlete, that's when she really seems to get bullied. Denise Gomez, Lucindo.
She's one of these people that are just not great athletes. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to play cornerback in the NFL, but it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Even if you really understand the game, won't help. Third fight of the night, Valter Walker versus Mohammed Usman. I just think they're like, who on the roster could we match up Walker with so he can get a fourth heel hook in a row? Yeah, they look
the same. Like, this guy cannot fucking keep getting away with this.
But they just dialed it up for him. Usman seems to be like the lowest fighter IQ.
It's impossible. This shouldn't be happening. This is not good for the UFC. I think they think this is cool, but this is not a good look.
I want to see it. 7, 8 heel hooks in a row.
I mean, is he going to win if he doesn't get it? I don't think so. I think the submission round 1, like heel hook or jumps for a leg, knee bar maybe, or he loses probably. Like, this guy is not good. Like, he's bad.
Yeah.
He just happened to parlay 3 heel hooks, which is honestly insane.
I'm trying to look at what he fought. How much is this sub number?
It's plus 175. I checked before.
I'm still surprised. Is that like, you think with all the hype?
How low can you pay in a heavyweight fight for a submission that it's not even like the guy is going to roll a rear naked choke? It has to be that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how low can you go? But I guess if you are going to pay Walker minus 300, you may as well pay submission plus 175.
And then
I don't want it.
Yeah. What's the over one? Oh, it's 2.5 plus 114 for over 2.5, which is like, if he doesn't sub him, I don't see how Usman would get a finish. So I could see this fight getting extended and being really sloppy. Let's see. The next fight, you're really going to have to take the lead on this one. It's Irina Alekseeva versus Beatriz Mesquita.
Just one thing. I'm reading the chat on my phone because I don't have 2 screens here. So just if people ask something, like, it's on you. The chat is part of your department today.
Right on. Magic is pretty quiet, they said.
Yeah, that's the one. The last one I see it is he able to full pitch for jail for the reminder? I don't know. I think the sound is okay. Nobody else said anything. Is the sound okay, guys?
Yeah, you're doing. I think I'm a little hotter than you. Let me turn me down. I think we're good. Sound is good. Thanks, Lags. Danny Lags, is that him? I recognize him from Twitter.
Yeah, that's him. That's his logo.
But yeah.
Yeah, Mesquita is a fraud. Like a big fraud. I have faded her twice with very bad women fighters on LFA. Didn't go well, but I'm going to do it for eternity. I think I have to at this point. Alekseeva is dumb, and on bottom, she's going to lose the fight on bottom. Mesquita is like gold to be going to the UFC. She was a great jiu-jitsu player. Like, she comes from jiu-jitsu. I don't know if you are familiar with her.
Not at all. And this one I was like, this fight's gonna suck. So I was like, it was very low on my priority of which ones to research.
Like world level jiu-jitsu practitioner, not the best, but world level, elite. She's like an old woman, very muscular because she's clearly on juice. Has a big back, big arms, big shoulders. No striking defense whatsoever. Her striking is not good. She's not fast. She looks like she will gas like dramatically in a fight late if it gets there. She fought bad people. I faded her twice, I think, on big numbers. One was a really good bet. The woman just happened to be a little bit retarded. That could have gone well. The second one wasn't so good because she had nothing on bottom, but yeah, she's going to lose. Like, it's not going to take long before she loses in the UFC, and while being a big favorite. If Alekseeva can stay upright, she's going to win the fight. Simple. And Mesquita is not that great of a wrestler. On bottom, she's going to suffer, maybe get tapped, but this line is wide. Right. She's not good.
Well, I will definitely be tailing. I trust you extremely confident that this woman sucks. So we'll fade her till the wheels fall off.
I can guarantee you she sucks. I cannot guarantee you she's going to lose, but I can guarantee you she's a fraud, and you will eventually get her. So just martingale it.
Yeah,
it's not going to be long.
Next fight, we got a heavyweight matchup: Vitor Petrino versus Thomas Peterson. This one's gonna make me really sad. Thomas Peterson is managed by Jeremy Bjornberg. He was my first friend in MMA. I used to go to his local events around Minneapolis and Iowa and have a booth and sell mixed martial arts equipment, and that's really when I like fell in love with the sport in like early 2010. And he manages Thomas Peterson. He used to manage like John Castaneda, but usually when people get to the big show, they end up leaving him. But Thomas Peterson stayed with him, and Thomas Peterson's just salt of the earth Minnesota guy, but I don't think this is going to go well for him. He maybe gets a takedown here or there, but I think Petrino's BJJ is going to be enough to kick him off top, and I think this ends with a Vitor knockout.
Yeah, so you don't think Peterson's run over people approach is going to work here?
I don't think so. He could even keep Pogues down, who just seems like if you get him on his back, he's a turtle. But
I think people now have this misconception about Petrino that he's a striker. He's not a striker. He looks like a Pokemon at heavyweight. This guy can throw like 40, 50 strikes maximum through 3 rounds. Like, he's so, not fat, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
This guy cannot strike in line. He's going to grapple, I think. I think he's going to try to get top. He was plus 900 by submission last fight, I think. I hit that.
I think I hit that too. He's one of my favorite fighters to bet on. I'll mention it every time we talk about Vitor Petrino, but hit Anthony Smith by sub plus 1,600.
Yeah, which I got that too. Yeah, and I hate Smith. That was a fluke. That wasn't a good bet, honestly. I hit that in same price. That was a fluke. That was not meant to happen.
But plus 1,600, you just need a fluke to happen. I say good bet.
No, but I bet it. I bet it like I'm expecting Smith to grapple. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or maybe get his back. He's not a bad grappler. For the division, he's a really consistent grappler. Then he just jumps on a silly guillotine, and Petrino has no idea how to adjust, and it hits. That was a ridiculous sequence. He put himself deeper into the guillotine. I don't know what happened there. Great cash, but I won it, but I'm not sure that was a good bet, honestly. But at that price, how can anyone tell you it was a bad bet when it hit? Kind of. But yeah, I think he's going to grapple a lot in his heavyweight fights.
This is
Petrino.
We got another good sub number.
Plus 600 or something like that. I checked all this.
Yeah, I love that.
I think it's plus 6.
Yeah, and round 1's like plus 1,400. But Thomas, he is really fat, so maybe he's got to tire out a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's like the perfect victim for an arm triangle, you know, because the fat, like, you are in the arm triangle, I can see it already happening. Like, Petrino slides to the side and he's like, help me.
That'll be a small consolation prize for seeing my boys
He seems
client
like a nice
go
guy,
down.
honestly.
Yeah,
Not very bright, but bright person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A not very bright person.
Have you ever heard the term Minnesota nice? It's
no, but I can figure it out.
Yeah. Just people from the Midwest, salt of the earth, and he's a really good guy.
No, I watched him in LFA. I think it was LFA,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where he fought before. His interviews were great. Like, you are, great guy. He's dumb, but great guy for sure.
And he would always fight at Mystic Lake Casino, which is the first place I ever saw a live MMA event.
What the fuck is that?
Mystic...
Is that an Indian reservation?
Yeah. in Prior Lake, Minnesota. Next fight... Yeah, so I'm going to be riding with you on that sub, and it's going to make me sad. Jhonata Filho versus Clayton Carpenter. Especially if this line keeps creeping towards Carpenter. I've always really liked Filho. He's explosive on the feet, and his jiu-jitsu, I think, is neck and neck with anyone. So I'm leaning Filho, but I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, this is a difficult fight to predict, honestly. I'm torn on this one. I've been thinking about it. And we have like the example, if you want to make it that, of Filho's previous fight. He fought another great grappler. Very different styles, but he fought a big, very good grappler. He did well there. I bet Nascimento in that fight, and that was close, man. That came down to a couple positions.
I bet Filho, and I thought he won.
I thought Nascimento won, but yeah, it was really, really close. I think Nascimento was the favorite, right?
Yes.
It was like minus 160, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Something like that. I didn't think, not my proudest bet. I think he won, but not a great bet.
And Clayton has all these subs on his record, but do you...
Yeah, I think he's going to get takedowns if he wants them. This comes down to if he can establish top and burn clock there. Because on the feet, Filho is kind of a wild guy. He probably is more powerful than Carpenter. Carpenter is not that great of a striker. Yeah, I think this is a close fight. The winning side is probably going to look obvious in hindsight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not confident on either side. Also, the total, the under over, one of them is going to look obvious after the fight. It's that kind of fight. I think. But yeah, I'm not really sold on any side. I like the under.
I think that's going to be a fun fight that takes place in a lot of different positions. I'm pretty excited for it. The next one I think is going to be pretty good as well. Lucas Almeida versus Michael Aswell. You can go first.
Yeah, is this real? Filho claimed he was ill because a spider bit him just before the fight on his Instagram.
That's supposed to give you more powers, you idiot. Turn you into Spider-Man.
Sorry, which was the next fight?
Almeida versus Aswell.
Yeah, this is a banger. Almeida is pretty retarded, man, but he guarantees you a good fight.
Especially against someone like Aswell, who is going to go forward. There's some people who will try to counter fight.
Good fighter.
Yeah.
Good fighter. This guy had it kind of rough, you know what I mean? A lot of people thought he won on Contenders. And, bro, Bolaji Oki on short notice is a fucking hard debut on a division. Like, that was at lightweight. This guy's a featherweight. And he did very well in that fight. He was more than life.
And he took so many shots from Oki, which is like
it was ridiculous.
a great sign for his chin. But I think because of that, him taking so many shots, it might like make the price on Almeida KO. He's weird. He does not look like the typical power puncher, but he really
Almeida can crack.
Yeah. And I think because of Aswell's ability to survive versus Oki, I think Almeida could put him out. He's just so much forward pressure from Aswell, and I think that's what Almeida thrives on.
I think Aswell is the better fighter overall, quite clearly, but Almeida probably more reliable to have these big moments that can swing around or get a knockout. But I agree with the price. I think Aswell, small favorite, is perfectly fine. And I think he's the better grappler if it happens to take place. Because Almeida is really... He's a non-grappler. He tries to evade the grappling, negate it, and just let me bank, bro.
Which is what I want to see.
Yeah. I expect a good fight. Also, all these Brazilians in Brazil are going to fight like it's, I don't know. You cannot even imagine how nationalistic Brazilians are. They are fucking insane.
They're dirty animals, or what did Colby say? I don't actually think
Brazil, you are a dump.
Yeah. I actually don't think. I love Brazilian culture.
Do you know that after that fight with Maya in Brazil, the Secret Service had to escort him to the airport because like 40 people with assault rifles and shit came to kill him. Like that was kind of a big deal in Brazil.
If he does that again, I don't think he's close enough with the administration anymore for him to get Secret Service. So
no, I don't think the new one is going to like Colby Covington.
Yeah. Let's see. Next fight, Ricardo Ramos versus Kaan Ofli. This basically, I'm just going off the guy with the more heart, the less quit.
Hear me out. Ricardo Ramos is a fucking bitch.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a quitter.
Yeah, man. No disrespect, but bro, you are in the UFC. He quits all the time. You know what's crazy? I remember when he joined, or before he joined, he was training in. I don't know if he's still training there, but he was training at Team Alpha Male. I remember with Uriah Faber and all those people.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember reading an article about how he was homeless and living in the gym and talking about how tough life was and shit. And he came from jiu-jitsu and all that. And I hadn't seen him fight yet. And then I saw him fight and I was like, you lied to me.
There's no way you came from the favela.
He's soft. I mean, he's in the UFC. Maybe he sees that and he sees this and like, bro, I fought in the UFC. Who are you? Yeah, he's soft.
How do you
like if you show him the door, he's going to take it.
How do you think the fight looks? Because I kind of feel like Ofli could get on top.
Ofli is going to work forward and he goes from there. That's like his game plan every fight. He's like, I'm going to work towards you until your back is on the fence, and then you figure out if you want to hit me or what are we doing.
All right, before we get to the next fight, I want to talk about Legends.com, the fastest growing social casino. That's Legends with a Z. Sign up now. You get a $100 deposit bonus. And they just added same-game parlays, which is something I have not had access to. So if you want to bet a winner plus an over, if you really have an idea how the fight could go, you can really multiply those wins. They also have social casino games. Lots of options on there. If you're like a Candy Crush type of guy, you can play similar type of games, but win yourself some sweeps coins. They've got one of the highest return to players on the market. Check out legends.com. That's Legends with a Z, and become a legend today. No copy. Just did that off the top of the head.
That was impressive. I'm low-key impressed.
So next fight, Jhonata Diaz versus Mario Pinto.
Sorry. The previous fight, I don't think you can never pay like minus 200 almost on Ramos in the UFC.
Yeah.
It has to be a very bad grappler for you to pay minus 200 on Ricardo Ramos in the UFC. And Ofli is a grappler that has heart. So I don't know. Probably a fun fight. Now we can continue. Sorry.
No. Get those thoughts in. If I move on too fast, let me know. We got a heavyweight matchup, Jhonata Diaz versus Mario Pinto. I think Jhonata Diaz is maybe like minus 140 favorite at the moment.
I think his name is Diniz.
Diniz. Yeah, wrote it down now. Diniz, which I knew, but this fight's gonna be on the feet. If either one of these guys ever fight someone with good wrestling, I can't wait for that fade. I really thought I had it Carl Williams versus Diniz, and then
bro.
You I won. I did. No, I did.
Experience?
No, I always bet Tibera round 2, round 3.
He was like, "Oh, you have no idea how to get up." Huh? That's bad news for you.
I love Marcin Tibera, especially in those spots. But if you remember the Carl Williams fight, I bet Carl Williams by decision. And Carl Williams didn't go for a takedown in the first 2 rounds. It was fucking annoying. And then he laid on him all round 3 like he was supposed to. And then Carl Williams gets cut and comes out and says that UFC brass told his management that they want...
Yeah, I remember that.
They want
that was a great move by management. I was fucking sick of watching Carl Williams. Fuck off here. Fuck off here.
Yeah, but the UFC brass, according to Carl Williams, told his management that he should stand and strike and it would be better for him. And he did, and he lost the fight, and they fucking cut him, which is hilarious. But maybe it's because he panicked in the third and eventually went back to the wrestling. But That I thought that was very telling to me that can happen, and they might
Hunter
encourage.
Campbell was like, you believe me?
Gotcha.
I was lying.
Not.
Bro, like, I don't think you should influence the fighters on how they fight, but this is a business. It's a big promotion, and this guy was fucking boring. I mean, come on. It's not like
he was horrible.
He did nothing on top. That was the problem.
Yeah, he didn't even.
It's heavyweight in the UFC. You know what I mean? They are putting really bad people up in cards, in main cards, because they are heavyweights, and watching at home sometimes sucks, but live it's impressive.
Yeah,
because it sounds crazy, and they are like very big fat people punching each other, and people are like, fat people fighting.
And there's this casual like perception that like they're like, oh, why am I gonna watch this small guy fight? I could kick his ass.
The baddest guy in the world, Jhonata Diniz.
Yeah. But I really like Diniz in this spot. I just think he's the more technical striker. Mario Pinto's just gonna throw big overhands.
A lot of people like Diniz here.
And you don't?
Like I think everyone is on him that I know. The line hasn't moved that much, but I think he's going to close the favorite, and I agree. But yeah, two retards fighting.
Yeah, Pinto is so inactive, but I still like under 1.5. I just saw is plus 200, and this is for these two heavyweight guys. Most of their finish
under one is plus 200 under 1.5.
Yes,
that's a lot for a heavyweight fight.
I know. But it's because
probably he's turned a little bit more conservative in his approach lately, but there is little grappling threat here.
I think the conservatism comes from the threat of the takedown, and that's why he's just trying to keep pace and stuff, and I don't think that's going to be an issue. So I think these two could bang. I want to double check that plus 200 under 1.5, but I was pretty shocked.
Yeah, I lean Diniz, but I mean, I don't think he's like the greatest thing that ever happened. Like Pinto could just punch him very hard with a retard overhand YOLO hook and kill him. It's not like these are the cream of the cream at the top of the division.
Sorry, I'm seeing plus 150 now. I still like
it. That's still wide.
Yeah. Was that one of my books that had it? Because I wrote it down, I was shocked. But now I'm going to best fight odds.
What usually happens here is if you take the under, they will just stare at each other for 4 minutes, and if you don't take it, it will be a 20-second exchange where someone dies.
Well, I'm going to take it, so they're going to have a staring match. Sorry, everyone in advance. All right, this one, I don't know. This might be your main event. Vicente Luque versus Joel Alvarez. We kind of talked about Kyle Dawkins kind of taking the torch from Gerald Meerschaert. I kind of feel like this is a similar thing. Vicente Luque, the banger with the great front choke series.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah, he's gonna pass off the torch, and I think he gets fucked up really bad. I just don't know how he gets finished.
This is rough. Like he was going to get a manageable fight, more or less. Which
Ponzinibbio.
Randy Brown. Ponzinibbio. Yeah, it was a very manageable fight. Like Ponzinibbio, you do this at him, and he does the chicken dance nowadays. Santiago.
He had brain bleeding. He shouldn't be fighting.
Ponzinibbio?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Luke.
Luque. Yeah, I remember that. That was really bad. Yeah, that was bad. Joel Alvarez is a murderer, bro. Like, he's good. And he hits very hard. He was just... It's a shame. I mean, he's gigantic for 155, but it's a shame he cannot make it because he was at a point where he was just touching people and they were dying. Like, fucking dying. Or panicking, like, oh, what kind of sorcery is this? This guy... I mean, Drakkar Klose just died, but he doesn't have a great chin. This other guy, the Brazilian, who always puts on the great brawls from Chute Box, I forgot.
Elvis Brenner.
Yeah. Bro, that guy is a gamer, and he got touched once, and it was like he had been poisoned. He started running for his fucking life. That was insane. So,
I watched that fight on the streets of Montreal on my phone because I couldn't find a sports bar. So it's just like watching on ESPN.
Yeah, I've been that guy before. I don't really go out that much nowadays, but I remember watching, and I was drunk that day with a friend of mine. It was someone's birthday, and I was like, bro, it's 4 a.m. or 3:30. We have to go out. Alexander Hernandez versus Jim Miller.
And you can find someplace at 4 a.m.?
No, on my phone.
I
Outside,
got you.
outside the bar.
Yeah.
Full of people. 2 guys drunk with a phone like this. We watched Alexander Hernandez versus Jim Miller, 15 minutes plus the in-between rounds, 20 minutes. Introductions, and it ends, and my guy is like, who won? I was like, I have no idea. I couldn't even see the punches landing, I swear to God. Only the knees to the body. That was ridiculous. Never again.
But
yeah, I think if Joel touches him, he's just going to melt. I think his chin is kind of gone.
Yeah.
If he comes out grappling and has success, like, you cannot pay minus 600 on Joel or minus 550. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If you think you have a good feel for it's going to be a knockout or a submission, it's going to be plus 150 range for both. Joel inside the distance is like minus 275. I had
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Under 1.5 is minus 1 something, I think. Yeah, I think Joel is going to kill him. This is a sad fight for Luque. That's like my guy. If he gets a big win, impressive, which I think it's what the UFC is trying to do here against Luque. They are going to move him fast. I know from good sources that the UFC really likes Joel. They want it at 155 for the title contention to move him fast. And I think they are going to try to do the same at 170. I mean, the guy just doesn't talk a big game. He's not a talker. He doesn't really speak English, but 22 wins, 22 finishes. He's massive. He has a submission game. He has knockout power. He's fucking huge. The UFC likes him. I think he wins impressively and gets a good fight next.
Yeah, it just sucks because he is so like he could knock him out, or we could see Vicente Luque panic and getting caught in that front choke. So it's flip a coin. You often you're super aware of these Spanish fighters, obviously way before because they come from your country. Do you have any inside info? Are you friends with any of these gyms? Do you know any of the fighters?
I cannot disclose that information in public. Like, what are you doing?
That's all you got to do. So you can play the fifth. I'm here to help the general public know what you know. So, but if you can't talk about it, you can't talk about it.
you know when sometimes I announce a fight or whatever, and nobody knows it. Like, these journalists are not working, Nick.
Yeah,
it's not that difficult. I swear to God. I get a call or a text like, this guy is fighting this guy. Can I put it out? Yes, no, maybe because someone does, or I will be fucking up some manager that want to announce it, whatever. I can be like, okay. But when they tell me green light, I can put it on Twitter and everybody's like, and then some stupid trainer or manager, that's not true. And then it's always true in the end, which is so funny. But
yeah, that just happened with the mafia guy. New England Cartel.
Yeah,
New England Cartel
versus Rosas before the cancellation.
Yeah, that was
the sources are wrong.
Once I saw the fight, once I saw the fight announced, I immediately went back to that tweet. I wanted to see what he said. What's his thought process? No one tell him that's what they're planning, or
I think that's the case.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I cannot tell you how I knew and how I checked that it was true, but either they are not telling him or somebody's telling him not to say it. But why would you deny it? Maybe he didn't know. I don't know. But it's like you are going to look like a moron when it actually happens.
Yeah,
the UFC has a lot of pull with the fighters. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like with what Colby said. Like you'll do as you are told, Junior. If the UFC says this here, it's probably going to happen if they want it, and they wanted that fight.
Unless you want to get iced and not get a fight.
If you don't want to fight Raul Rosas Jr., maybe we have this 20-0 guy from Kazakhstan who killed a bear. You know what I mean? Like, you better take Raul Rosas.
Yeah, which they should be anyways. No need to duck Raul. Co-main event, Davison Figueiredo versus Montel Jackson. That is the co-main, right?
Yeah, Davison is a big dog.
Yeah,
historically, he has been my guy. I think I have only bet against Davison twice with Jan, but I didn't. I bet a late finish or something that didn't happen. Fuck me, so many times with Jan. And so I bet Sandhagen to stop him, but I thought that was a really bad fight. And I thought Davison, like, I was fine with my bet, which hit quite easily, but I thought Davison fought a really stupid fight. Like, what the fuck are you doing? That was really weird. He was like, yeah, I'm going to get this leg lock for my life while I'm getting pounded. That was stupid. This fight is kind of, Montel is big and that, but he's one of the most gifted dumbest to ever do it. He does some really stupid shit in fights, and if you look at the stats, he gets taken down by a lot of people. GP Vice took him down. Davison gets fights in fucking every fight since I don't know when. Like, this guy he fought last time, the guy that was winning all these split decisions from Chile or Peru.
Daniel Marcos. Sucks.
Yeah, Daniel Marcos. He got 3 takedowns on Montel Jackson. Daniel Marcos. Bro, you don't want Davison on top of you. He can take the back. He's a good grappler, and he has a crazy, crazy guillotine. And you have a tiny, tiny neck. And I don't know.
And doesn't Montel have a wrestling background? Is it just his jiu-jitsu off his back that's so bad?
This guy's like retarded. I don't get it. He could be a superstar.
Yeah, his reach is insane. His hands.
He's really gifted.
His hands are fucking massive.
Bro, he was using the same glove size as Francis Ngannou.
Yeah. Yeah, which is crazy.
When he grabs wrist control, it's impossible to escape. I've seen it so many times that he just ties his position because he just has your wrist. He could be a superstar. He's long, tall, can kick, has power, good boxing. He could wrestle people if he tried. He just, I don't know, mentally checks out for a moment and finds himself in a stupid position. It's kind of weird.
That being said, I mean, he still managed to win 6 in a row and a couple knockouts. I think Davidson. It sounds like you're kind of going to be looking at the Figueiredo props, but I think he eventually gets desperate and could get put out. Or
I think it cannot be goes the distance -150 and Davison +250.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. What my thought process is: Davison is going to try to grapple. At some point, he's going to find himself on top, unless he dies.
Yeah, and could look like the Brett Johns fight with Montel Jackson.
Yeah, and Davison is like, he's a really, really good submission catcher and grappler. Like, he goes for it. And he can get the back and keep the back. He's strong. He's not big for this division, but he's strong. And I would say he's a much better ground fighter than Montel.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
It's a really interesting fight. Just like, how does Montel Jackson look? As his fight IQ improved at all?
If he wins, he probably looks good doing so. Like, maybe this is his coming out party and just defends everything, picks him apart, and beats the shit out of him. But I think this line is wide. +250 on Davison is too much.
Yeah. Main event time: Charles Oliveira versus Mateusz Gamrot.
This is fucking great.
It's a fight we needed. Just two different grappling styles. It's a little bit of one of your Coliseum fights. Just these two different people from different parts of the world, different styles. But I can't fucking wait.
I mean, technically, betting aside, everything aside, technically this fight is going to be amazing as a grappling match. And Gamrot is, like, he's not a fucking moron that is going to try to strike here. No, he's going to grapple like he always does. It's going to be a great clash of styles. I don't think we have ever seen this kind of clash of styles because Oliveira is kind of unique because of his frame and his grappling style. And Gamrot, nobody has ever grappled like Gamrot, and I don't think nobody ever is going to grapple like him. It's very particular way of implementing grappling in MMA. This fight is fucking great. This fight has to happen. I'm very happy that it got booked. Also, I like this guy. I think he has been fucked a couple times with decisions. He should have had a title shot already. I think he was a bad style matchup for Makhachev for many years. He just consistently got bad decisions because he won against Kutatelache, lost a split. He won against Hooker, lost a split.
I thought he lost to Arman, won the split.
I thought he won, but close fight again. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He just got unlucky with bookings. Always got fights that were undeserving of his status. Like his last fight, what is this guy doing fighting Ludovic Klein of all people? And I get that Ludovic Klein was on a crazy streak. He comes in there, makes him look silly, and they send him back to the freezer. You know what I mean? He only got this because the opponent is out. I would like him to win the fight. And I like Oliveira, and I know that people are big Oliveira fans, a lot of the fans of the sport, but Gamrot fucking deserves his moment and his title shot. And he's a great fighter. I'm picking him to win. I think if he doesn't put his head in a stupid position or gets caught with something, I mean, it's a fight. You can get punched in the face and lose. But I think he's going to win the grappling.
Yeah. Do you remember round 1 of Dariush versus Oliveira?
He got like 4 minutes of top, Dariush.
Yeah, and then he just came, when they stood up, he just looked like he was spent. I thought that's how that fight was going to look. Most of it, I had a lot of money on Dariush, and I was feeling...
I bet Oliveira inside.
I was feeling so good in those first 3 minutes. I'm like, it's like I fucking scripted it, but I really think this is how this one is. Like, when Oliveira is facing a grappler, he's too willing to go on his back, and like you said, Gamrot has a unique... Obviously,
he doesn't settle. Like if he passes his guard, he's going to be in trouble because he's like fucking obnoxious. He's going to be like using those short hammer fits on your face. He just puts you in Kimura setups, passes, goes to your back. It's half sitting. It's a very weird style. He's a really good grappler. And like this guy was competing in Abu Dhabi Combat Championship. ACCC. I forgot the capital letters. Yeah, the grappling event that Gordon ran.
ADCC. Yeah.
So many. Yeah, ADCC. He was grappling there. I think he lost to Gary Tonon, if I remember. I watched that. He's a great grappler. Like, this guy is not going to get, I don't know, fucking armbar or something. Yeah. He would have to be unconscious for that.
That fight versus Arman is one of my favorite fights of all time. Like, especially if you're looking for a grappling match, is poetry. Someone said that's the first wired landline. Oh, that's my boy Dustin Renders.
I was reading that. It's not a phone, bro. It's to open the door.
No. That's the phone. That's how Magic makes the call to.
No, I'll tell the truth. This is directly with Dana White's office.
That's where he gets all the fight announcements from.
When all these decisions are taking so much to be read, it's because we are like. We need this.
I'm actually kind of
straight to Keith Peterson.
I'm actually kind of upset you just told me that. I always did think it was a phone.
No, I posted that. No, it's to open the door. Bro.
Yeah.
But this is in a lot of places. Nobody has wired phones anymore. I know.
No.
That some Americans think that in Spain we still go by horse to places. And things like that. No, it's just like America. I used to post another pic of a phone that is actually a phone that doesn't work, but that's in my page.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that's what you were doing. It's not the same thing behind you. That's really fucking funny, and I feel like a dumbass. But that's the card. I can't wait for this one. Check us out on all social platforms in the Arena MMA. And also, if you don't watch YouTube all the time, check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We want to get those numbers up.
Yeah, and like the video.
Yeah, like the video. I think we had about 80 watching. So good turnout, and this one can stay up. Don't have to re-upload because our audio issues are fixed. I do want to. Maybe this is for off air, but I like a little on air production. Eventually. I would like to start like a Patreon, and only the patrons can watch live, and then we re-upload it later, and then patrons would also get any extra things. Thoughts?
I mean, you are the expert here. This is like your profession, Nick. I trust you. I completely trust you. This is your department.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe we go for a couple months till we're established, and then we make that switch. But I kind of think that's the way to go. And then any extra fights, like if we do a PFL for a week, those would then live on Patreon and not be available to the public. I'm really glad we didn't end up covering PFL.
That was a disaster.
That was bad. Bro, thank God we didn't get 300 likes.
But, bro, I got like a school fucked, but they fucking robbed me. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean?
There were 3 of them. 3 of those money lines were...
It was like... John Mitchell was a fucking robbery, and he was plus 260, I think. I just got robbed. That was a great bet. I bet Paul Hughes big. I thought he won. Like, again, the scorecards were insane. Like, 50-45 is a criminal case.
What fight did... Keith Peterson give that 10-8?
Bro, Mitchell won the fight. He won round 1 and 2. And Keith Peterson has a 30-26 scorecard. He was like, just in fucking case. I'm not sure how this scoring thing works. 30-26.
I think he knows.
What are you even doing?
I think he knows exactly how it works.
We all know they paid you. Why 26? Like, are you fucking stupid?
I'm not going to say that publicly. He may be coming
allegedly.
Yeah, he may be coming on a show I produce soon, so I can't have clips out there.
Keith Peterson, I forgot that. You can say it was my co-host.
Yeah, my co-host.
That was crazy.
Yeah. But, all right, another really fun show. I'm going to edit this and get this up on audio platforms. Like, subscribe, hit notifications so you don't miss us, and follow us on all the social platforms. Anything else, Magic?
No, really hyped to watch the main event, honestly. I've been waiting for this fight.
Me too.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. We'll be back.
See ya. Good shit. See ya.